Good morning, all. This video is brought to you by Jia Online Education. In this video, we will learn about the balancing of chemical equations. So, let us start the video. So, what are the rules of balancing a chemical equation? Let us take an example of reaction between acid and a metal. Here, zinc is a metal and H2SO4 is an acid. Whenever metal reacts with an acid, it forms metal salt, that is zinc sulfate, and releases hydrogen atom. So we have to see whether the given equation is balanced or not. So let us count the number of elements on both the sides of the equation. So here is a table in which I have mentioned all the elements of the equation. So let us count zinc first. Zinc, left hand side 1, right hand side 1, so it is balanced. Then hydrogen, left hand side 2, right hand side 2, it is balanced. Then sulfur, left hand side 1, right hand side 1, balanced. Then oxygen, left hand side 4 and right hand side 4. So here all the elements of the chemical equation are same in number. So the given equation is balanced. As the number of atoms are same on both sides, so equation is balanced. Let us try some more example. Iron when reacts with water form iron oxide and hydrogen. So in the above equation, it is clear that iron and oxygen need to be balanced. As we can see, hydrogen left hand side 2, right hand side 2. So hydrogen is balanced. Step 1. To balance a chemical equation, first draw boxes around each formula. Do not change anything inside the boxes while balancing the equation. So here, inside the boxes, we cannot put a number or we cannot change the chemical formula of the compound. We can only write the number outside the boxes as a coefficient here. Step 2. List the number of atoms of different elements present in the unbalanced equation. So we have the unbalanced equation. In that we have three elements: iron, hydrogen and oxygen. So we are listing out them. So iron left hand side 1, right hand side 3. So we need to balance iron. Hydrogen is balanced as we can see. Oxygen left hand side 1 and right hand side 4. So oxygen need to be balanced. So what is the step 3? It is often convenient to start balancing with the compound that contain the maximum number of atoms. It may be reactant or a product. So what we have to do? We have to pick a group which contain maximum number of elements. In that compound, we have to select the element which has the maximum number of atoms. Using these criteria, we select Fe3O4 and the element oxygen in it. As we can say, Fe3O4 is the biggest group, and in this oxygen need to be balanced, and the number of oxygen atom is more than the number of iron atom. There are 4 oxygen atom on right hand side and only 1 on LHS. So first we will list out the atoms of the element. So here initially the oxygen left hand side, oxygen is present in water and number is 1. In RHS, oxygen is present in iron oxide and number is 4. So here oxygen is 1 and RHS oxygen is 4. So what we can do? We can multiply 4 to the left hand side so that the number of oxygen atom become equal. To equalize the number of atoms, it must be remembered that we cannot alter the formula of the compounds or elements involved in the reactions. For example, to balance the oxygen atom, we can put the coefficient 4 in front of the water. This is the correct way. But we cannot do like this. We cannot put 4 in subscript. Why? Because this will change the chemical composition of the molecule. Now, the partial balance equation becomes Fe plus 4H2O, as we have multiplied 4 to the left hand side, gives Fe3O4 plus H2. So in this equation, oxygen is now balanced. 4 on both the sides. But by keeping 4 here, have converted hydrogen. The number of hydrogen is now increased. So now we need to balance iron as well as hydrogen on both the sides. So let us start. Step 4. Iron and hydrogen are still not balanced. Pick any of these elements to proceed further. Since the number of hydrogen is more as compared to iron, so we will pick hydrogen for balancing first. Let us balance hydrogen atom in the partial balanced equation. So first we will going to list the atoms of the hydrogen on both the sides. So here LHS hydrogen are 8 in number, RHS hydrogen are 4 in number. So what we can do? We can multiply 2 to the right hand side so that we will get equal number of hydrogen on both the sides. Now the equation become iron plus 4 water gives Fe3O4 plus 4H2. So now both the sides the number of hydrogen atom becomes equal. But this is again a partial balanced equation because iron is left to be balanced. Now step 5. Examine the above equation and pick up the third element which is not balanced. Now only iron is left to be balanced. So let us list out the atoms of the iron on both sides. LHS we have 1 in number, RHS we have 3 in number. So what we can do? We can multiply 3 to the LHS. So now the final equation becomes 3Fe plus 4 water gives Fe3O4 plus 4H2. Or we can write this equation by removing the boxes. 3Fe plus 4H2O gives Fe3O4 plus 4H2. So here you can now count all the atoms of the elements. Iron 3 both the sides, hydrogen 8 on both the sides, and oxygen 4 on both the sides. So this is now a balanced chemical equation. This method of balancing the equation is known as hit and trial method, as this method is mentioned in your NCERT books. Note that the symbol G is used with H2O to indicate that in this reaction water is used in the form of steam. Usually, physical state are not included in a chemical equation unless it is necessary to specify them. Sometimes, the reaction conditions such as temperature, pressure, catalyst, etc. for the reaction are indicated above or below the arrow in the equation. For example, in photosynthesis of plants, here above and below the arrow it is written sunlight and chlorophyll. These are the reaction conditions which are required for this chemical equation. Hence, they are required to mention. So by now you know that how to balance how to write a skeletal equation and how to balance these equations. So you can try these questions by yourself. You can also try to balance these skeletal equation by yourself. Thank you.